guys, so welcome back. Today what I'm going to be talking about and showing you is a Valentine's Day eye tutorial. I could do a full face, but it's pretty easy. Just do your normal foundation, a pink blush, some pink lipstick, which I will talk about. But anyway, so we're going to be doing a Valentine's Day tutorial. I'm really excited. It's really affordable. I'm not using a $50 palette. I'm actually using a palette from the Drugstore. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's from Maybelline and it's called Blushed Nudes. And I think that this was between $8 and $10, maybe 12. But for a palette, this is really good, and it's really good for the price. It's got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 shadows in it, and it does come with a brush, which I have taken out. So it's a really good bang for your buck. And for Valentine's Day, it's got pinks and reds, and it's really pretty, so I'm really excited to show you. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so first I'm going to start off by priming my eyes with Bare Minerals Primetime Primer, and this is the only thing that I'm using that is not Drugstore, and the only reason why is, to be totally honest with you guys, I don't have a Drugstore eyeshadow primer. I know that they sell them, and actually e.l.f. sells an eyeshadow primer, so I think I might try that. It's probably between $1 and $3, probably closer to 2 or 3, but I'm really excited to try that one, and I've actually heard really good things about their eyeshadow primer. But this is just what I have, and if you're wondering where I'm looking, once again, I have a mirror behind me. I can't do this blind. So I'm just going to pat that on and let it dry for a little bit. And I'm going to go in with my first transition color, and I'm going to use this shade right here. It's the third from the right, so it's kind of right here in the middle next to this really light taupe shade. So I'm going to be using this one, and I'm going to pick it up on my Sigma E40. I'm going to get quite a bit, and I'm going to put this all the way down from my brows down to my lashes. And this just helps to put a powder base down, like always, which is going to help the rest of my pigments blend a little bit easier. So I'm going to do that on this eye and then on the other one. And I love this step with a shade like this that's really close to your skin tone, just because you don't have to really be precise about it. You don't have to think about it. You just throw it on, and you don't have to worry about being sloppy or messing up. So now that that is done, I'm going to take this shade, which is the second from the left, and I'm going to take it on a Sigma E25. And I'm just going to get quite a bit on, and I'm going to put this in my crease, and I'm going to build this up quite a bit. I'm going to do probably 3 or 4 layers of this. And even though it's a really light shade, if you build it up, you'll start to see more dimension in your crease. And so that's what I want to do, is add a little bit more dimension with a really light, soft color so that it's not really harsh. For my Valentine's Day look, I want something sweet and soft, and I don't want to do a dramatic smoky eye. My voice just cracked like a 13-year-old boy. That's embarrassing. I don't want to do a dramatic smoky eye. I just want to do something really soft and sweet and pink. So you can do as many layers of this as you want until you start to see the dimension that you want to see in your eyes. And you don't want it to be like a line, but you do want to see a little bit dimension. I don't know why I just closed this, because I'm using this for the whole look. And I really wanted to do that where I'm using exclusively for this palette for this look, because I wanted it to be an affordable look. Not everybody has a Lorac palette. Not everybody has a Net Cosmetics palette, and I totally get that. And these colors are an awesome palette to work with for Valentine's Day, and they're really affordable. So I'm sticking with this palette because I feel like that this would be a more reasonable option for most people. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm trying to think now what I want to do. Now I'm going to take this shader brush. You can use any shader brush that you have. And I'm going to take this kind of bronzy gold shade, and it's right under this white one, and I'm going to pick that up, and I'm going to put this all over my lid. You don't have to worry about being too precise with this, but you don't want to really extend it above your crease, but you do want to put it kind of all over your lid. And you can put as many layers on here as you want, but I'm just going to do 2. And this is just going to make my lid sparkly and give it some color. because in this inner corner I'm not going to put a bright color in there like I normally do, so I want something in there, and I want it to be shimmery. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see that. So I just put that gold bronze color all over my lid from the outer corner down into over into the inner corner. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this pink shade, which you guys can tell is my favorite. It's on the bottom row, second from the right, next to this brown shade. I'm going to take a really, really small brush. This is a MAC brush, but you don't need a MAC brush for this. Just find a small brush. And I'm going to dip it in there, get quite a bit of pigment on it, and I am going to spray it with MAC Fix Plus. That's what I have here, but if you're at home, you can just spray it with water. This will just get it wet so that because it's a darker color, it's not falling down on your cheek and you having, so you don't have to worry about it falling down on your cheek or moving where you don't want it to go. So spray it with water or some MAC Fix Plus, kind of tap off the excess, and that will help to keep it from falling down on your cheek as well. And just pat this into this outer corner. You could actually, if you wanted to, you could put this color on your lid and then use a color like this in your outer corner if you really wanted to. I'm just in love with this pink shade, so I want to put that in my outer corner. So I'm going to go like that. I'm going to put it into my crease, but I'm not going to extend it above my crease. And I'm going to just do a V from my crease down to my lash line, if that makes sense. I am so excited for Valentine's Day. I love Valentine's Day. And I know some people don't love Valentine's Day and they kind of poo-poo on everybody's parade. And it's really interesting because I used to always think that like the women who didn't like Valentine's Day didn't like it because they didn't have a date, but I've actually met quite a few women who do have dates and they just don't like Valentine's Day. They think it's kind of a silly, commercialized holiday, just another excuse to get a gift, and I get that. I can entertain anybody's idea. However, I love Valentine's Day, and I think it's just really sweet. It's a time to be extra sweet and just love extra hard, whether that's your family or your significant other or your kids. I just love it. My mom, I was raised by a single mom, and my mom always did things for Valentine's Day for us kids, and it was just always really sweet to feel special on Valentine's Day from somebody you love, and that's just what it's all about. So now that I've got this darker pink on my outer corner, I'm just taking a fluffy brush. This is a Sigma E25, but you can do it with any fluffy brush, and I'm going to just go through my crease, and this is going to help to kind of blow it out so that there's no harsh lines. So I'm done with my upper lid. If you guys can see that, it's really soft. It's not dramatic. I didn't use any crazy dark colors. You can if you want. You can do whatever you want. You could even, like I said, put this color on your lid and then this color on your outer corner if you really wanted to. But I wanted something really soft, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this dark pink, or this kind of medium shade pink again that I put on this outer corner, and I'm going to dip it in a liner brush that you guys have seen me do. And I'm going to put it on my lower lash line. And this just brings the color down a little bit further, and it makes the look more complete. Okay, so I'm going to do that again on my other eye. And I am done with that. If you wanted to, if you don't feel comfortable putting this on your lower waterline with a liner brush, you could take any kind of pencil brush and dip it in that same color or just a darker color of your choosing and kind of blow it out on the lash line without getting it into your waterline. You know, working in your waterline can be scary sometimes, so you can do that too if you wanted to do that. So now I'm going to take an eyeliner, and this is just the Bare Minerals Around the Clock. I don't have any drugstore eyeliners, sorry, but you can use any drugstore eyeliner. Rimmel's got really good eyeliners. I would say because I'm going to be putting it in my waterline, make sure it's waterproof, otherwise it's just not going to stay, and that's going to defeat the purpose and quite frankly just waste your product. So put this in your upper waterline, and I would say stick to the outer corner like I usually do, but you can bring it all the way in if you want to. Alright, so now we get to talk about how Ashley fixes her mistakes. So I kind of pushed up and drew on my lid. So on my lid, I've got this kind of bronzy color. I'm going to take this MAC brush again, and I'm going to dip it in there, get quite a bit of product, and then just cover up my eyeliner. I could use a Q-tip with makeup remover on it. I'm not going to do that. That's a little too much work for me. So I'm just going to cover it up with shadow, and that's what I do every time that happens, which is pretty often, if we're being honest. So now I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other waterline. It's just hard to do this, and I just drew on my contact. It's hard to do this when I'm talking, so hope you don't mind me being quiet. Okay, so that's perfect. So as you guys can see that adds a little bit more dimension to the outer corners, but it's not dramatic. It's still soft, and it's still very sweet. So I'm done with that. Now what I'm going to do is I already have some mascara on because I had to get ready. Ooh, you guys see all this? I didn't spray my shadow with Fix Plus, and that's what happens. I don't know if you guys can see this. I've got a dark spot right there. That's where my shadow went. So I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and I'm going to kind of sweep that away, brush it off, and sweep that away. And if you wanted to, you could take your foundation brush and kind of do that too. And any foundation left over from the morning, you can do that. So there you go. All fixed. I'm going to put a second coat of mascara on. I have already been up for the day. I had to take my dog to the groomer, so I already had to put on some mascara. So I've already got some on, but just make sure to put on some mascara. You could do false lashes if you really wanted to. Let me use a mirror so you're not looking at my nose. You could do whatever you wanted with your you could do whatever you wanted with your eyes. Sorry guys, it's just hard to talk and work with your eyes at the same time without poking your eye out. Alright, and I've got a little speck on there, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a Q-tip and lick it. And scoop this off. Did you guys always hate it when your mom would lick her finger and wipe something off your face? That always bothered me for some reason. And like every mom does it. I think it is like written into the mom handbook that that's how you're supposed to clean your child's face. But that always bothered me because I was like, well, now I'm dirty with your germs. So I don't know. But anyways, that's my 2 cents. I hope you guys really liked this look. It's a very sweet, soft Valentine's Day look. You could go dramatic. You could do something a little bit darker and smoke it out. And I mean, you can do whatever you want. It's Valentine's Day. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an awesome Valentine's Day. I know I'm really excited to go on a date with my hubby and show off my sweet pink makeup look. And I hope you guys get spoiled rotten and loved on extra hard this Valentine's Day. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.